The film industry is in the toilet, and here is how the next generation of filmmakers are going to make their careers amazing. I'm Hutch, I'm a producer and executive producer, and now I run a community full of independent film creators who are networking, collaborating, sharing all of the information that they find out so that we can all get to our goals quicker. You can find the link for that in my bio. With Hollywood focused on their $100 million films because those are the most likely to be profitable for them, and their complete lack of interest in the sub $5 million, sub $2 million films, we need to build an independent revolution ourselves, and this is how the new filmmaker is going to do it in the modern age. First of all, they're going to start on social. They're probably going to be doing little test shots of stuff. They're going to be going out shooting their own projects with their friends, and they're going to put that on social media because that is where everybody is. In fact, that's how everybody discovers new films, on social media. So showing up on social media makes a lot of sense. Next, they're going to be part of private communities. This is a big trend when you talk about the digital space, right? People are sort of pulling back from social because it's very difficult to have a two-way conversation in this environment. But private communities are an amazing place where you can actually speak to the people who are disseminating information online, which is exactly the reason that I started my private community, the Film Insider community. We share that kind of information every Friday on voice chat, but the community members are always in there to answer each other's questions and give each other advice because there are people at different levels of the industry. They are going to start there, they are going to build project teams, and they're going to make incredible films. And the last tenet of the indie revolution is that they are going to own their distribution. Now, there are some very technical reasons why big corporations would like to use Amazon and Apple to distribute their films, but independent filmmakers are generating all of their sales, all of their interest themselves, and so they need to own as much of it as possible, hopefully work up to the point where they can spend some money in paid ads and achieve an ROI neutral loop, and then they can scale. Once they're scaling, once they're building an audience, then they can look at those other tactics. But at least in the first space, the goal of my community, certainly, and my content is to get as many independent filmmakers to the point where they are breaking even, at least on their projects, but hopefully a little bit of ROI positivity and building their social media following around all of that. If you're not already following, you should be following.